Hello everyone, so today we're going to have a go at drawing some robots. It's science week at our school this week, so I'm thinking of lots of science related quick draws, and I figure everybody loves robots. They're super cute and really funny, so let's give it a go. I'm going to start the timer and I'm going to see if I can fit maybe 3 or 4 robots on this piece of paper here. Okay, Alexa, start the timer.
There are no timers set.
Okay, sorry. Alexa, set the timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get some bodies in. Now I'm just using a blue biro here just so we can be really bold and really quick with our designs. Now I'm doing these quite close together, so I'm not sure if they might be a little bit squished. Okay, that's one body shape. I might do one that's a little bit rounded and one that's maybe, let's have him going up like that. Okay, now let's add some necks. Some can be longer, some can be shorter. Okay, now for some heads. Okay, this one I'm going to try a little upside down sort of semicircle, and I might actually do a little hat on this one here. It'll sort of look like it's made of metal, maybe, if I put a couple of bolts on it. Shading in here with my biro to make it look like this hat is actually 3D, so it's got a little bit of depth to it. Okay, now for some eyes. Let's give this one 2 really big circular eyes. And I'm going to do some lines coming down this neck. Okay, now she's going to need some arms. Now let's have a look at what kind of a head we can do over here. So this one, I'm going to go for kind of an upside down dome of a head. Let's have a look at that. And then kind of a hinged mouth over here. Do 2 big eyes. I'm going to do a little star shape inside each one of these. Maybe so it looks like there's a light switched on in there. And I think he needs a kind of a little antenna. I've actually drawn these a bit too close to the top of the page really. I should have left a bit more space, but his antenna can be a bit squashed. Got a little badge on the front of him. And I'm going to give him some little grabber hands. Now, what kind of a hand am I going to give this one? Ah, I know. Let's do a little sort of triangle with 4 kind of little chunky metallic fingers. Okay. This is pretty tricky trying to do 4. I'm going to do this one as a sort of a box shape. I'll just give him a little bit of shading down there as well. I think he might need an antenna. Let's see. I'm going to do his a bit more like a sort of a pipe. This looks like he's got a chimney coming out of his head. Okay. Right, what can we do for this one? I know, let's do a half kind of broken shape. Because, you know, not all robots are going to be in tip-top condition. Think about Wall-E. He was kind of surviving some post-apocalyptic doom. Let's maybe give this one a sort of similar fate. Look, it's been through the wars. It's got a bunch of wires coming out from there. They almost look a bit like some kind of hair. And then her long neck is like a cable. Let's give her a bit more. Little frazzled bits of hair coming out. You can really be as crazy. Oh, Alexa, stop the timer. You can be as crazy and creative as you like with these. So I've gone a little bit over. Now you can see my robots are missing legs. And these two don't have arms. So let's just add some fairly straightforward grabber arms because we don't want it to take too long now. I'll bring hers round into her body so that she can actually fit. Now you don't have to give these shading, but I just think it looks nice to give them a little bit of depth. I'm just going to add some bolts around his middle. Okay, now legs. Just going to do some very, very simplistic legs coming in here. This one kind of looks like a tin man. And this one, let's do nice long legs. She's kind of all stretched out, isn't she? Make them look a bit like the cables that her neck is made of. Some kind of bolts on her knees. Sort of a triangular wedge foot. Okay. This one I want to give him some kind of different hands, so let's just make his look like a grabber. It's a slightly different shape. And legs, how can we vary this a little bit? Let's give him a couple of like joints at the top. Okay, so that's the basic outline of all four of these robots. This one looks a bit like something from The Wizard of Oz, doesn't it? Now, you could add colour to these, or you could leave these exactly as they are if you decide that that's enough. I mean, this is just a blue biro I'm using here, so obviously it's a little bit more bold than just using pencil, but it's kind of interesting as well. You don't always have to add full-on colour. And what I'm going to do actually with these is I'm not going to add colour everywhere, but I'm just going to do a little bit of extra outlining. So I'm just going to grab my marker pens and we'll see what we can do in a couple of minutes. So I'm just using my trusty old Paper Chase felt tip marker pens to add a little bit of colour as a really quick outline, and maybe just colouring in some eyes, some buttons, a little bit of the fingers here and there, so that they are not just completely plain anymore. But I'm not actually going to bother colouring in the whole thing. I don't think it really needs it, but you could. I could have also used my watercolours for this, which would have been really pretty, but I wanted to try and use something different each day so that you guys can see some different materials, not just my trusty old favourites. I'm looking at these again now and thinking they look pretty weird, but kind of cool, right? I think that the more crazy and creative you get with them, in a way, the better. I mean, I would love to see what you guys come up with. I bet you can come up with some stuff even crazier and more imaginative than this. So here they are, almost done. I'm using 2 colours on each one, different colours, so they each have their own unique look. And that's about it. I think they look pretty good. I just want to share with you these beautiful artworks that I have been receiving today. This is a lovely coral reef from Dana. This is absolutely lovely, Dana. So many colours and details. This is another really beautiful coral reef from Mika. He's used coloured pencils over here. Such a great job. And these are some little globes that my students have been creating and sending in. This one was made by Mika. It's an orange that's been painted. And we have two here from Cosima. Aren't they just beautiful? I'm not even sure how you made this one, Cosima, but it's super cool. It looks like beads you're using there. Well done, guys. Keep it coming.